I'm going to be working on that one right there. So as you can tell, that's a really common problem with these covers. And all I need to do is just take it off, and I'll probably do that little nut there as well. Okay, so I've taken this off, the cover, I've taken off the cover, all right? The only thing is, you really have to watch out when you take it off. You don't want the fluid, the brake fluid, to be spilling out. So what I could do is I could definitely take this piece off, right? And I've got bare metal. Okay, so make sure you don't lose all these parts. And of course, I don't want to get them dirty, so I'm going to see if I can find a spot for it. I could always clean it up later with degreaser and put it back on. So that's the piece. I'm going to clean that off, sand it off, and it's an easy job. Very easy job. Practically anyone can do it. Okay, so I've got this piece, I've taken it off. All right, so what I'm going to start with, I've got some wire brush just to remove most of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on that. So next, I found some 80 grit sandpaper, so I'm going to work with this. So I've got a 1200 grit lying around, which is still pretty good. So I thought I'd give that one a try first. Because the thing you got to remember about sandpaper, it's actually a good polisher as well. So as you can see later on, it's just with sandpaper, it starts shining up. So it's just a matter of removing the scratches that I've made. So you can see it's already going smooth. All right, so another look, that's what it looks like right now. Yeah, so that's pretty much done on my end. I'm gonna go and clean this one up. What I'm gonna use to clean this is actually some dishwashing detergent, because that removes dirt and oil pretty good. All right, so I'm not going to be showing that because everyone knows how to do it, but just to explain, get a used toothbrush and just brush that off and clean it off real quickly with dishwashing detergent. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got that cleaned up as much as I could. Alright, it's already been washed off, and I've gone and cleaned the back as well. So just give me a second here, let me just put my air together so I can blow it off dry. Cleaned up. So now the next thing I need to do is set it up on this, and then we'll get that painted. So I'm going to try this out. It's definitely going to look a lot better than what I started with. So working it up. You don't want to make it too thick, otherwise it starts running. And this, believe it or not, I have a drying room with a heater. I want to be careful. So I'm going to hang it up inside that drying room. So I don't know if you can see it, but I can still see some scratches. But let's put it on the light. Still looks a lot better than what I started with. So I'm just gonna hang it over here. That's my heater. All right, I'm just gonna hang it over here. So we have, oops, a faster way to dry. Okay guys, I'm pretty much ready to put that piece back on. So I have left it in the heating room or the drying room for about half an hour, 45 minutes. It's pretty much dry. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. I don't know if you can see it, but we've got some, you can see those scratches. So unfortunately, I don't have any primer. Primer would have been nice just to cover up those scratches and maybe sand it down again, but I am much happier seeing that than what it originally looked like, where paint was already starting to come off. I wish I had some, what's this? Some top coat or clear coat. Matte would have been nice, but this will have to do for now. Okay, so just give me a minute. Let me just put it back on there. Okay, so as you can see, I've already placed it on top. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that it's all nice, nicely leveled when it's installed, because I don't want to start seeing any leaks. And the rubber piece that was inside acts as the gasket to it as well. All right, so I'm not going to tighten it up so tight yet. And you remember these screws? Remember how they looked? All right, so it doesn't look good. I wanted to paint it, didn't have enough paint. So we're gonna see how that turns out with some, what do you call it? Some marker pen. This is tight. Okay, and the last piece. And that's it. We're all done. The only other thing I need to do is, bring it closer. The only other thing I need to do is to use the black marker pen. So before I do that, have a look. It looks all right. It looks a lot better than what we had earlier. Okay, so I'm just going to take a marker pen and we'll just do that live. Okay, so you get to see what I'm doing. All right. Can you see that? Okay, there we go. Like I said, I just want it looking a lot better than what I had, because I hate seeing all that oxidation. So these are just hacks that you can do without any special tools. So if you notice, I just used pretty much what I had. So I started off with wire brush, and then so this is the second pass, by the way, and then 80 grit sandpaper, and then down to 1200. I would have gotten better results, honestly, if I had gone gradually up to maybe 320, and then 800 or 600, and then to 1000 and 1200. But I was just being a little bit too lazy.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose, but when you talk to me, give me this.
And so I hope you guys found value in this video that I'm sharing. If you did, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video, which is gonna be a very quick and easy and fast tip or hack on how you can turn these into new looking plastic pieces, especially when they're black. Like this one here, this was like all brown and awful looking. So it was just a simple thing that I did. Please just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.